What flowers can you sow in August for blooms next year and this year? Welcome to Gardening with Ben, and we will be sharing our tips and advice on what flowers you can sow this month in August. The flowers you can sow this month for flowering next year, the ones that you can try are cornflower, which are an absolute gorgeous blue. So if you're wanting some nice blue in your garden next year, sow some cornflower this month. Next up is Nigella. Now you get these in birdseed as well, but Nigella is a seed that you can sow this month for flowers next year. Next up is larkspur. Never tried it myself, so I don't know what it's like, but let me know in the comments what larkspur is like and if it's worth growing myself. Next up is one of my favourite ones. Now it adds so much colour, but it does spread pretty often from all the seed heads. So the next up is calendula, an absolute gorgeous orange yellow, great addition to the garden, and it looks absolutely beautiful when it's out in bloom. So if you're wanting some nice colour in your garden next year, get sowing some calendula for next year. And then finally, another one that does spread is Californian poppy. Again, the seed heads will burst, set out the seeds, and you'll be inundated with poppies in your garden. So if you don't mind that, get sowing some Californian poppies and they will look gorgeous in your garden. Buy any old flowers, which means we sow them this month, ready for flowering next year down at the garden. Now, if you've seen my video, I have sown loads myself. They're all growing now, so we'll be potting them all up pretty soon and getting them ready for growing in the garden next year. Well, first up is Sweet William, a bit like a geranium, but a nice smell coming from it. So if you're wanting some Sweet Williams, now is the time to sow them ready for next year. Next up is Wallflower, another great colour addition to the garden with plenty of different colours out there to add beautiful colours to your garden and your borders. Next up is Foxgloves. Obviously foxgloves grow really tall, but they're awesome for bees. Bees absolutely love them. So if you're wanting to attract the bees to your garden, sow some foxgloves for beautiful flowers next year. Next up is Forget-Me-Not, another great flower which is absolutely gorgeous and can add some great colour to the garden. So if you're wanting some Forget-Me-Nots, get sowing them this month, ready for next year. Another good flower is Honesty, and yeah, why not give it a try and see if it does flower next year down at your allotment. Perennials are ones that come back year after year after year, so well worth investing in sowing some of these this month. Is Delphiniums, another huge flower, and it's ideal for your borders, for your pots. Absolutely gorgeous flowers. So, and they grow really tall, so be prepared for them to grow tall. But if you're wanting some beautiful colour in your garden, sow some Delphiniums and they'll look absolutely gorgeous. Nice beautiful flower is Hollyhock, a gorgeous flower and a great addition to any garden. And finally, for the perennials, is lupins. Now lupins will come back year after year, another great colour to add to your garden, and so easy to grow. I've grown them myself plenty of times from seed and they're absolutely gorgeous in my allotment. So give them a try and let me know how you get on. Now if you're wanting some fast flowers ready for this year, for the winter period, get sowing some pansies and get growing some violas. Now, great addition and great colour for the garden in winter because there's not much colour around at that time of year, so it's a great thing to add to the garden. So if you're wanting some pansies or violas, another easy thing to grow. I've grown pansies from seed myself and had great success down here at the allotment. Give them a sow now and you will be getting flowers on them this winter time. So that is all the flowers that you can sow in August, ready for this year and next year. So if you've enjoyed this video, drop us a follow to stay up to date with all our tips and advice. Until next time everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining and keep gardening with Ben everyone.